Cheese. She's crying.
Kim added me on Facebook today too.
You should have a kiss? Give her a kiss. Oh, poor baby. And welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa and it's good to meet you. And if you're returning back from another one of my previous videos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, it is long overdue because the twins are almost 2 months old. They'll be 2 months old on the 14th. Today it is currently August 4th, so in 10 days they will be 2 months old. But I just wanted to hop on here and do a 1 month update because the twins, I didn't do an update for them being 2 weeks or 1 month. So I'm here just to go over their milestones that they've already came across and how much they weighed at their last appointment. And it's not going to be too accurate because of the fact that they haven't had an appointment since their 2-week appointment. Their next appointment is their 2-month appointment, which is coming up very soon. But as of right now, I just have what was their last appointment updates. So I'm just going to be kind of talking to you guys about that and about the twins and adjusting and everything like that. If you guys are interested, please watch through the whole video and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you guys can be updated every time I post a video, because if you are into videos like this, why would you want to miss the video? Like this video if you guys like it, and leave some comments down below of what you guys would like to see or what you guys want me to post or yada yada yada. So let's just get into the video. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I just had twins on June 14th of 2020, so they are only about to be 2 months old. I only have one baby right here. My daughter is in the other room with her dad. She's sleeping, so I didn't want to mess with her and pick her up to put her in this room because I'm in my son Richard's room. If you guys have seen my videos before, you've seen a couple videos of me inside of this room. So yeah, it was just a place where I can get away from my son Richard because he's really loud and I'm just trying to record the video. So I just left her in the other room. But I just had twins and I already have a 2-year-old son named Richard, Richard Jr. And my son's name is Elijah and my daughter's name is Aviana. For those of you who don't know, because a lot of people ask how to pronounce their names or what are their names because they don't want to mess it up when they ask me. So yeah, her name is Aviana and his name is Elijah. Aviana has been bigger ever since they were in the womb. Elijah was only bigger when I was freshly pregnant because they were, they're fraternal twins. They were in separate sacs. So he was bigger at first throughout the beginning of my pregnancy, and then she just started picking up, and then from about 5 months all the way to now, out of my stomach, that she has been bigger. She is she's not too much bigger than him, but she is a little bit bigger. And I also have noticed about them is she grows a little quicker than him. So it's about by a week difference. I've noticed when they got a premature close, because they were born at premature size, when they got a premature close, she was inside of newborn first. 3 or 4 days before him. He was still in preemies, and then he caught up, and then he got into newborn, and now she is almost already out of newborn clothes, and she's almost 2 months old. And like I said, they were born premature size, so it's really good that she is that they are both catching up on their weight so well. You think that premature size babies would be wearing 0 to 3 month clothes at 3 months. But just like my son Richard, when he was a baby, he was wearing 0 to 3 months by 2 months too. So they're about on the same track he was. But they are in the lower percentile. Let me see here. I have their charts from our last appointment. And okay, so let's see, whose is this? That's Aviana's. We're gonna go to Elijah's. Alright, so the last appointment, so Elijah was born 5 pounds 5 ounces. Yeah, I believe he was 5 pounds 5 ounces. I'm gonna put it on the screen just in case I did mess up, because you know, I did have twins. It's a little harder to like memorize because I have 3 kids. I've memorized how much they weigh, what time they were born, how many inches they were, so I might get a little confused, but I'm more than sure that Elijah was 5 pounds 5 ounces and 19 inches long, and then Aviana was like 5 pounds 14 ounces and 19 inches long. So they were both 19 inches, but she was a little bit bigger. And by their 2-week appointment, he was already past his, they were both already past their birth weight, which is really, really, really good. Usually babies don't catch up their birth weight until a few weeks after, like more than 2 weeks, my doctor said. And by 2 weeks, they were both like over how much they were for birth weight, because they both dropped to 4 pounds, which is why they were premature size. And yeah, so he was 6 pounds 5.1 ounces, and percentile range. And their next appointment is on August 19th of 2020, so they will be having one coming up pretty soon. But yeah, the last appointment he was 6 pounds 5.1 ounces. So I'm guessing now he's probably a good 8 pounds. I'm pretty sure he's about the size of what Richard was. He's probably about 8.5 pounds right now. Aviana could be 9, but as of what I am just guessing, you know, like estimating, I believe he's probably around 8 pounds. So yeah, we're going to talk about Elijah first because he is baby A. He was baby A in the womb, and he has all the hair. I don't know if you guys can like see, but like I'll zoom in. And I'll show you guys him closer up in just a little while. But he has a full head of hair, just like my son Richard did. His hair's a little bit more on the greasy side than Richard's was. I honestly think he's gonna have hair just like his dad. Richard Jr. has my hair and a mixture of Richard's, but now that he's getting older, it's starting to become more like mine. But Elijah's hair is a little on the thicker side, so I believe he's gonna have hair more like Richard, his dad. And he was not jaundiced when he was born, but he needed to take the car seat the car seat test. He had to take the car seat test because he was under 4 pounds. He dropped weight under 4 pounds, so we had to sit inside of the car seat for over 2 hours to just like, it was a evaluation to make sure he was able to sit inside of a car seat inside of the car for over 2 hours, so his neck was supported and wouldn't, you know, like move around too much and harm himself from a car seat. And he passed with flying colors, so we were able to take him home, and they had no concerns about him. He was a perfect baby, you know, like I'm not meaning to brag, but like seriously, I'm so grateful that all of my pregnancies were so smooth. My babies came out so healthy. Like I just like am beyond blessed that I have healthy, beautiful children, and I wouldn't ask for any other thing. I wouldn't ask for anything else in the world rather than to have healthy, you know, like healthy, strong babies. Like I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of Richard. I'm so proud of like me for, you know, like just delivering these babies. And we're not on to talking about me yet, but you know, like I was able to just bounce back, like not like weight wise or anything, but as soon as I got home, I was cleaning, I was cooking, I was holding the babies, you know. I just had twins and I was just like acting like I didn't even have a baby. When I had my son Richard, I couldn't even get out of bed for a good 2 weeks, you know. I had so many stitches and I was just in so much pain. I didn't want to do anything. It was really hard for me. But with the twins, it was a completely different experience, and I I just am so beyond blessed that it wasn't worse than how it was with my son Richard, because that would have been a pain. Like, and if for those of you who are asking, I did have the babies vaginally, and I did have an epidural. But yeah, back to Elijah. We'll get back onto me later in the video. But Elijah, he has blue eyes still. I know a lot of people say that all babies are born with blue eyes or whatever, but my son Richard had the same eye color when he was born, and it never changed. And people usually say that they'll have like a dark ring around the blue if their eyes are going to change colors, and neither of the babies have that. I honestly believe their eyes are going to stay this like blue grayish color, just like my son Richard. I think they're just going to be blessed with some beautiful eyes. Brown eyes are beautiful too. Me and Richard both have brown eyes. I personally thought the babies were going to have brown eyes, but they wanted to have some colored pretty eyes, you know, like, and that's not a problem. And brown eyes are just as beautiful, you know, like everybody has like their own, you know, like input, their own opinions, but I personally think that my babies are so cute with their little colored eyes. Like, I don't even know what they would look like with brown eyes, you know what I mean? I just feel like it'd be so weird to see my kids with brown eyes since all three of my kids have blue. But yeah, Elijah is doing really well. I would say that Elijah is our calm and collected baby. He is not as much of a crybaby as his sister, and it's just so cute. He sleeps through the night. He probably wakes up just one time to eat through the night, and other than that, he'll sleep until the next morning, and that's a blessing because, you know, he is only about to be 2 months old. My son Richard, he was up all night at this point, but Elijah, he sleeps through the night. Yes, he uses a binky. They both do. These Webinubs are the only binkies that he will use. He's a scratcher. He scratches his face so much. So he's always wearing the little mittens on his fingers so he doesn't scratch up his face. And his cry, you can just like tell the difference between his and her cry. His is like quieter, like it's like more, it kind of sounds like a meow, like a cat meowing in some ways. Like it's kind of like on the high pitched, like type, like noisy type of sound. But his sister Aviana, she goes from like not crying to crying so loud in seconds. Like you can just tell the difference between the two because he's more quiet and she is just like, she'll just go straight to a scream, which is so funny. I think it's, but sometimes I do get their cries mixed up. But yeah, he's doing really well. I'm very proud, and it makes me emotional to see how far he's coming because, you know, like these are my babies. This is little Elijah. Oh yeah, honey, I know. For those of you who know me or just like know my family, Elijah is baby Richard's like copy and paste twin. You know, like Richard just looks like he just went through a freaking printer and made a little second him. Like he could be Richard the Third. You know, he really honestly could. But he is Elijah, and he does have his own little features that are way different than Richard. His hair is thicker, and he's lighter than all of us. He's just like my sister's skin tone. He's a little on the lighter side. Look at, can you see them them blue eyes? So handsome. So handsome. Isn't that so? Yes, sir. So yeah, Elijah is growing super fast and it's so crazy. I am going to switch out Aviana. I don't know if she's still sleeping. I'm just gonna show you guys her at the end and I'll just continue to talk about her. That's probably just what I'm gonna do. So Aviana, she was born, at her 2-week appointment, she weighed, so Elijah was 6'5" and she was 6'11". She was 6 pounds, 11.9 ounces. and she is the 7th percentile range. Elijah was the 1st percentile, and she's the 7th. So she's, growing a little quicker than he is. She was 19.69 inches long, and Elijah was 18, so he goes a little shorter after birth, and she stayed a little taller, so she's longer and bigger. He's not going to like that in the long run. When they're older, he's not going to like to say, my sister was bigger than me, but it's perfectly fine. We love our little healthy babies, and he's going to have to get over it. I'm sure he's going to get bigger than her eventually, because he is a boy. But Aviana also uses a binky, and she has like no hair, and it's so cute. When I was a baby, I had no hair. I had like a little streak down the middle of like a little mohawk, and she doesn't even have that. She just has like the light little fuzz, like the peach fuzz on top of her hair, and it's like a light brown. Her hair color is different than all of, Richard and Elijah. Richard, her hair's lighter than all of ours, and she looks like a mixture of me and my full blood sister Renee that passed away. She passed away when I was 4, and she was only 1, so it's so crazy to see how similar they look. But she was my full sister, so it makes a lot of sense for her to look just like like me or my sister, because she is my daughter. But yeah, she is she's a little bit more tan than Elijah. She's a little on the tanner side, and she's actually tanner than Richard as well. She's our tannest baby, and she is a little crybaby, which is perfectly fine. Babies cry, and it is what it is. But she cries a little bit more than Elijah does. She'll just cry, She sleeps through the night too, but she'll wake up about two times to get fed and 1 time to be changed throughout the night. Like she's a pee, and her pee is like, she pees a lot more than Elijah does, I have noticed. And she doesn't scratch herself as much as Elijah does. She wears the mittens just as much as he does, because I'm scared of her scratching up her pretty face. So she wears the mittens too, but she doesn't do it as much as he does. He'll make himself bleed, which is so sad. It makes me feel so bad for him. But yeah, she also has blue eyes, and they're still in a size newborn diaper, and she's probably going to be in 0 to 3 month clothes within the next week. A lot of her newborn clothes, I have to like switch outfits and like keep trying, because a lot of them won't fit her. But also like some clothes are just weird and different, and they just like range in different weights. So some of her newborn clothes don't fit her anymore, and I have to sometimes I put her in a few 0 to 3 month little dresses, and they fit her perfectly, but a lot of 0 to 3 months things still don't fit her. So I think in about a week she will be inside of 0 to 3 month clothes, and Elijah will probably be like a week and probably 5 days, almost 2 weeks, because he's a little behind in the weight than she is. So I believe that they're gonna be in 0 to 3 months clothes very, very soon. They are both formula fed, and I give them my breast milk, but I have not introduced them to my boob, because of the fact I breastfed my son Richard up until I went to give birth to the twins in the hospital, and I honestly just felt like if I was to breastfeed for another good year, it would have just put me in a deep depression, and I just postpartum depression and all that, just because I just felt like I needed to have some of me back. For the past year, for the past 9 months I've been pregnant, and then for the past 2 years I've been breastfeeding. It's the past 3 years I haven't really been able to have me for be able to feel like my body's my own. So, you know, when Richard got cut off, I just felt like I don't want to put new babies on. So I pump and I give them my milk, and but it's mainly formula fed, but they do get my milk as well. I'm still producing milk, so they still are getting my milk as well. I just want them to get the nutrients and like the vitamins and all of the nutritions that come from breast milk. Better for them to have just like those extra benefits from the breast milk. So yeah, there's not an issue with people who just do formula feeding or just do breast milk. I did just breast milk for a whole 2.5 years, and I just think, you know, like it was time for me just to have some space for just me. My mom has watched the babies 2 or 3 times now. I have let her watch them for a few hours, and just so we can do things with Richard, because we're still trying to give him the, you know, like attention that he needs. He is still only 2 years old, and having 2 new babies in the house is a lot. He personally is adjusting perfect. He loves the babies so much. He kisses them and he hugs them, and he's like, "Aw, baby," and he knows they're his little brother and sister, and he just loves the babies so much. If I had to say which baby he favors, I think he'd probably say Elijah is his baby of choice that he goes to first, but he loves his sister, don't get me wrong. Ooh, back up, Richard. Back up. Yeah, if he was to favor a baby, it would be probably Elijah. He loves his little brother. Would you like postpartum stuff, I guess? I wouldn't say I had any sort of like postpartum depression or anything, but there has been, you know, just like I have had things that are signs of like going into postpartum depression, as of like being very irritable or insecure, or not wanting to do very many things, you know, just like kind of not doing anything, because it's like cleaning is so much for me since I've had the twins. I just feel like I never have a break to clean, or, you know, it's like there's always something to do. Now that I have 3 kids, it's like I never really had time to just sit down and there not be nothing to do. There's either laundry to do, I need to, you know, do dishes, there's so many bottles to clean. You know, like things just have been getting backed up because I have just like been so kind of just like not lazy, but not wanting to do it as much as I did, which is not a good thing. And I've been trying to just step up my game, but it's, you know, I'm adjusting to having 3 kids and adjusting to myself again, and it's just, you know, a little complicated, but everything is going by smoothly. I wouldn't say I had postpartum depression. I don't really know how much I weigh right now. After I had the babies, I dropped my weight really quick. Like I dropped down like I didn't even have twins, and then I just like after, you know, the first month, I'd say, you know, like my weight started coming back, and that's when I was just like, you know, I need to start working out. But I haven't started working out because I just have too many things on my plate that I need to do. I don't see how these women can do it, but, you know, kudos to y'all for being able to get back and bounce back like right away. I don't know, that'd be way too, I wish I had that type of body, that my body would just bounce back and want to do everything how I did before I had a baby, and it's just not that simple for me. But birth control, when I was pregnant with my son Richard, I got my birth control back in, I think a week after I had him, or it was either when I was in the hospital or it was about a week after I had him, and I still haven't got my birth control put in. And my body has never felt like this before. Like I honestly just like, since freshman year, you know, which was a long time ago, but back when I was in high school, I got the Nexplanon for the first time, and I got on birth control, and it was for 3 years, and then I got it taken out. I got pregnant with my son Richard, and then I was pregnant with him for 9 months, and then I had Richard, and then ended up getting birth control for another like 2.5, 3 years, and I got pregnant with the twins. So I haven't really, since I was in high school, I haven't had just a normal body without birth control or being pregnant. I don't really like know what my natural body's supposed to feel. And it's just like my body's getting back to like a normal body, I guess you could say, like without birth control or being pregnant or anything like that. And I just personally think that I have, besides, you know, like I don't feel good in my own body because I just don't like to feel big. Well, and I know I'm not like fat or anything, but I just, you know, don't feel me, I guess you could say. And that's just like how people are after having a baby and everything. And I'm just trying to get back to like loving myself and loving my family and, you know, just thinking positive about life, because it's hard for me right now to, you know, like enjoy things and be happy. Like I said, you know, like I'm a little on the, I'm not going through depression, but it could possibly end up hitting if I don't, you know, like figure it out. You know, it's just, things have just been a little hectic. You know, we're in the process about to be moving soon. Stay tuned for stuff like that, because stay tuned for those videos, because the month of October and November is when we're moving. We have to be moved out of here October 31st and be in our new place by November 1st. So we are, you know, like we've been looking for apartments, adjusting and readjusting and finding, we've been looking for places, and yeah, so we are doing good overall. And this video is a little longer than I anticipated, and I hope it's not everywhere, but it is gonna be everywhere. I just know how I am and I know how I talk. If you guys, you know, like, I'm that type of person. Like, I'll go from one topic to another topic to another topic to another topic, and, you know, it'll just be kind of scattered. I need to fix that. So, you know, tell me down below if it bothers you guys the way I am. Maybe I should write it down and just like talk about topics one by one. That's probably what I'll do next time for like the next baby update. But for this one, it's been over 2 weeks since I posted a YouTube video. So I just thought I need to sit down and talk about these babies. So that's what I did. And yeah, I love being a mom. Richard loves being a dad. I wish he would have been in this video, but he's in the other room with their daughter and Richard. And this video would not have worked out if Richard was running around and all that. So it was me and Elijah today. I'm gonna drop some pictures like all over the screen right here of the babies, because Aviana was not in this video. Don't think I'm like favoritizing my son. Not even a little. I love all of my babies the same. I love being a mom. I literally live for this shit. I wouldn't have it any other way. I am young. I'm only 21, but I absolutely love being a parent, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So yeah, if you guys like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the notification bell, so you stay updated every time I post a new video. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and leave some video ideas down in the comments. I would very much appreciate it, or any questions you have. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.